Hey guys, so I know it's been a while, but I am back officially. So as you guys know, if you follow me on Twitter, which you totally should, because I'm always posting really dope shit on there, at Valina Tweets, I am attending SummerSlam, and I'm stoked about it because it's the third year in a row that I'm attending it, and I'm going to be hanging out with a lot of you guys there. A lot of you guys have been tweeting me, telling me that you're going, so I cannot wait to hang with you guys and also meet up with my friends who are going. So it's going to be a really epic day, and it's going to be fucking lit, and I cannot wait for it. Now, the card for SummerSlam isn't necessarily like my ultimate favorite dream card ever, but there's still a couple of gems in there that I think will steal the show. So needless to say, I am pretty stoked about it, and I wanted to film a SummerSlam prediction video. Now, some of these matches are confirmed and some of these matches are highly rumored, so take this with a grain of salt, but based off of the storylines, it kind of looks like a lot of these matches will be happening at SummerSlam. So first up, we have, for the #1 contender match for the Raw tag titles, we have the Hardy Boys versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Revival. It's a no-brainer to me that the Revival has to win here. The Hardys are amazing, but you know, everybody wants Matt to be broken, so that's the biggest thing right now. So they're kind of like getting hindered because of the whole TNA lawsuit thing. So Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, were they misused? Absolutely. It's not their time anymore. I have to give it to the Revival for sure. They're amazing. Another rumored match, we have John Cena versus Baron Corbin. I think that Baron Corbin will lose here because I can't see Cena losing again. You know, he just lost clean to Nakamura on SmackDown, and honestly, I don't think it's a huge deal if Corbin loses. He still holds the Money in the Bank contract, so I think he'll be fine either way, but I'm actually going with Cena. I don't want Cena to win. I want Corbin, but realistically, I think Cena's gonna win. Cena's also gonna be in the movie The Transformers, so he is going to be out for a couple more months. So, I mean, I would love to see Corbin win, but I just don't think they're gonna put Corbin over against Cena. So for the Raw tag titles, we have Sheamus and Cesaro defending against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. So this is going to be really fun, this match. A lot of people are sleeping on this, but I honestly think this match could be one of the best matches of the night. I'm going to go with Rollins and Ambrose to win here. I would love to ultimately see Rollins and Ambrose versus the Revival, with the Revival defeating them in the future months. Yeah, you know, I think Sheamus and Cesaro are fine, but let's spice it up a little bit. Let's see what Rollins and Ambrose can do as a tag team. I'm interested. Because we fucking sure as hell know they're not really doing anything as single stars. Up next, we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. So this match has been rumored for a while, and you know, Finn Balor has to come back as Demon Balor for me to take him a little bit more seriously. I'm gonna go with Finn Balor to win, not necessarily because I want him to win, I want Wyatt, but if he has the whole demon gimmick, I feel like they're gonna put him over. So, yeah. Little side note, I'm fucking disgusted that Elias Samson has defeated Ambrose and has defeated Balor, but there's literally no sign of him on this fucking pay-per-view. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck are you going to have someone like Elias Samson, who literally defeated 2 former world champions, not have any mention on the SummerSlam card? Are you fucking joking me? Jason Jordan has done zero, zilch, zip, nada, and he might have a IC title match against The Miz. I get it, heel versus face dynamic, I get that, but what? I don't get it. Samson deserves so much better. Next up, for the Cruiserweight title, we have Neville defending against Akira Tozawa. I'm not behind Akira Tozawa at all. I honestly think Neville should hold the title for another year. There's literally no one else credible to defeat Neville, and until they hire Ricochet to come to WWE, he's the only person I can see defeating Neville. I said it, sorry, whatever. Clearly Neville is going to win this match. It would be a fluke if Neville did not win here. Like I said, Ricochet has to be the one to dethrone Neville. Up next, we have Randy Orton versus Rusev. I'm super stoked about this match. I know a lot of people will say, oh, they're only wrestling because they don't have a match on the card. That's true, obviously, but, you know, these two guys are really good and they work well together. So I'm so stoked for this match. And of course, I have to go with the Bulgarian brute, Rusev, to win. Because I love him so much. He is a legend. And if you disagree with me, I don't give a fuck. Because he's a legend. So, whatever. Rusev to win, of course, duh. Up next, we have the New Day versus the Usos in a SmackDown tag title match. New Day is obviously going to retain here. I don't see the Usos winning. Even though they have amazing matches together, it just doesn't make sense for them to drop it so soon. I gotta go with the New Day here. Another rumored match is AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens with Shane McMahon as a special guest referee. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who's going to win. Maybe AJ will win. I don't know. Honestly, I really want Kevin Owens to win because I want AJ in the upper echelon of the show. I want him to be in the title picture. So I'm going to go with Kevin Owens here. For the Raw Women's Championship, we have Alexa Bliss defending against Bayley if Bayley is cleared to wrestle. On Raw, she had a match against Nia Jax, and people are saying that she injured her shoulder. So, needless to say, as of now, it's still going on. If the match gets cut, I'm assuming Alexa versus Sasha is the next plan, which they should have done to begin with. But Alexa Bayley is happening as of now. I think it makes sense to keep the title on Alexa. I really do. You know, after Bayley kept losing and losing, it's really hard to get on board with her just winning out of nowhere. So I always believe in people working their way up. And yeah, people will say, oh, she did win a few matches on Raw. But it's not really the same thing as winning on big pay-per-views, you know, to build your way up. I have to go with Alexa. I really think Alexa's going to hold that title going into WrestleMania. And also, a quick side note, can we just talk about these transitional title reigns? What is going on in WWE that they need to have champions switching belts every 30 to 60 days? What about long reigns? What about 300 plus day reigns? Like, I want that to happen. You know, it gives the title a lot more to fight for when the person actually loses the belt. So I'm going with Alexa here. It really only makes sense for Alexa to win. The SmackDown Women's title, we have Naomi defending against Natalya. This match is also going to be amazing. I gotta say, I love Naomi. She's lit. She's the glow queen. She's amazing. I'm glad she's finally getting her credit where it's due. But it's time for Natalya to win. I have to be honest. Natalya has worked so hard to get where she's at. She's Vince's vet, you know. He feels comfortable with her to wrestle any women, put them over. Give Natalya a little, you know, reward for once. I think she deserves it. But even if she does win, Carmella is cashing in. And Carmella is walking out of Brooklyn as the WWE SmackDown Live Women's Champion. So it really doesn't matter who's winning. Carmella, probably like 80% sure is cashing in her hometown. Come on. With the WWE World title, we have Jinder Mahal defending against Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm really intrigued by this match, to be honest, because I really don't know what direction they're going. Are they gonna let Jinder keep the title so we can have it on the Indian tour in September? Or do they have Shinsuke Nakamura lose already? You know what? I'm gonna go out on the limb here. Jinder Mahal to retain. Not necessarily what I want, but it does make sense to have the guy hold the title for the Indian tour in September. So realistically, I gotta say Jinder to retain. But the win of how he defeats Shinsuke is going to be a very odd, dirty finish. I think Jinder will win, but by a weird finish, like a count out or something silly. I don't think it's going to be clean. If it's clean, then rest in peace Nakamura's career, because that is really an insult to Nakamura. Yeah, so Nakamura has bigger and better things coming in 2018. I think Nakamura Styles will main event for SmackDown at WrestleMania 34, and that's going to be a dream to watch. I just don't think it's Nakamura's time yet. Give him 6 more months, you know, and then I think he will win the WWE World title. So my personal match of the night that I'm most looking forward to is, of course, for the Universal Championship, the Fatal 4-Way. We have Brock Lesnar defending against Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe. This match is going to be amazing. This is worth the entire SummerSlam show, in my opinion. With all the details surrounding Brock Lesnar leaving to ultimately fight John Jones in UFC, I think it's pretty safe to say that he will lose here, but to who? I have heard rumors that Paul Heyman has been saying backstage how Samoa Joe deserves a run. I have to disagree. I love Joe, I really do. But if anyone who's impressed me this year, I've got to give it to Strowman. Strowman has really stepped up, in my opinion. He's killing it. Roman Reigns is the obvious choice, but let's think a little outside the box here. Let's go with Braun Strowman to win SummerSlam 2017, the Fatal 4-Way. I really think he could do it. And I'm for it. I am completely for it. I mean, I would love for Samoa Joe to win. And I just feel like Roman, not yet. Not yet. I'm going to go with Strowman, but I'd be completely fine with Joe winning. But I gotta go with the monster among men, Braun Strowman. He's been on fire lately, and he's improved drastically. By the way, I've been reading that the Intercontinental title match has gotten scrapped due to time constraints. So Jason Jordan versus The Miz will probably happen the night after on Raw, with Jason Jordan defeating The Miz. Now, I am completely against this idea of not having the IC title on the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, but that's currently the way WWE wants to book things, and I fully disagree with it, but what can you do? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more videos coming shortly. I want you guys to join my squad so we could take over the wrestling community. And if you're going to SummerSlam, let me know in the comments. Hopefully we can all meet up and chat about SummerSlam, of course. And yeah. Please follow me on Twitter if you haven't already at Valena Tweets. I live tweet Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and pay-per-views. So, until next time, I love you guys so much. Leave your thoughts below on who you think is going to win at SummerSlam.